Alright. Hello, hello, and we're back. After 2 weeks of hiatus, because I am deathly ill and a lot of things have gone on in my life. But we're back. It's PK time. And you know what that means? Gotta do some more dinosaur shit. Anyways, I don't really want to talk about where I've been. So I'm not going to. Instead, what I want to do is just get right back to work. Because that is a healthy way to deal with all life's problems. Slope too high? I hate the path system so much. What do you mean slope too high, game? It looks flat to me. Alright. You know what? Fine. We're gonna leave that there. Because what I want to do is build our first sauropod exhibit. And now for the sauropod exhibit, I want to do something cool. So I'm going to have this go here. What I'm going to build, what I have planned in my head, is an ancient temple looking thing. So I don't want Stone Age. I want... Where's my big stones? Now, I've been to many a temple in my life. And let me just turn the grid off. Of course it's at an angle. Why wouldn't it be at an angle? Oh, that's so inconvenient. So inconvenient. Flatten. Flattened. Alright. And then let me put that there. Let me get back into build mode. Yeah, I've been to many a temple in my life, so I'm thinking that we'll draw some inspiration from some real-world temples. Some, not a lot. Well, first what I need to do is match the damn elevation. It's like a few pixels off. Oh, everything's a few pixels off. God damn it. Yeah, no, I'm deathly ill. And yeah, just overall in a spot of suffering, which is fine. Let me turn respect structures off. So, yeah, that's kind of where my head's at right now. And it's being very, I don't know, it's just very difficult, to say the least. To, get into the swing of things again. But I'm here, so it's fine. And everything will be okay. Not just, I'm not terminally ill or anything. Like, mentally there's been a lot of very taxing things that have gone on in my life over the past however long. But it's fine. Life must go on. Ugh, once again, the grid is not gridding. Okay. Grid. Okay, we're redoing it. We're redoing it again. Fuck it. We just need a base. We're building for a sauropod. Which sauropod? I'm thinking I would like to think Brachiosaurus. Because I think Brachiosaurus is cool. Let me use these less steep stairs. Yeah, we're doing a sauropod like temple, which is going to be a very big and crazy project. So what I'm thinking is it's gonna be a bit of a tourist trap, I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, it's not gonna actually be a temple, like a proper one. But the goal is to give our titanic creatures that that magical feeling, or that mystical feeling. Yeah. Let me think. Need another floor. Is there another? No. No. I'm gonna stick with the rustic palette. Generally speaking. Need to still like outline a base. But yeah, anyways, I'm back. And just as chipper as ever, I guess. So this will be for our Brachiosaurus. This I want to go out here. Yeah, I want it to be a little lower than that wall there. Yeah. And there will be pillars of some variety right there. And then this one will be, we want it to be symmetrical. Cool. And then we're going to go backwards into the actual locale. And this is the center. Need some doors of some variety. I'm gonna do one of these. I'm gonna do it here. It's gonna be a big open one. Yeah, we'll do that. And then in keeping with the general look, go out by 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Nope, just 1. And then, realizing that that's in the wrong plane. Yeah. Alright, and then I need a little meter-high wall here. And here. And there we go. We'll have something in that bottom segment. Because I'd like this to be something. Obviously nothing's going to be... Although, if we throw some Dryosauruses in, maybe they can have a little shelter there. I think that could be quite neat. Alright. But no, this is going to be a long episode. That is, if I keep it as one episode, and I don't split it up like the Ouranosaurus build. Do I have a diagonal... I'd like for diagonal floors instead of curved. Here's what we'll do. Okay, what I need a reference for size. I need a Brachiosaurus. So just put it here, and then let me stand you up real quick. Oh, too far. There. Good. And then let me put you around ground level. Around being a relative term. Let's say here. Okay, so that's the height that we're working with. Since there's going to be a dip. Alright, that's the height we're working with. With that dip. Okay. We get a steep slope of stairs. Put that here. Never want to go above their heads. At least I don't think that that's what we want to do. Alright, and then let me make these stairs thinner. And scoot them over to the side right here. Duplicate them. Just shimmy that over once again. Realizing that these are all too low. Yeah, that's better. It's not perfect, but it's better. That's all we need to be looking for at the end of the day. Yeah, okay. I'm going to get rid of some of these on the side. And let me get some walls right here. What I'm going to need to do is shift them a little lower. Yep, good. And then I need diagonals to fill in this stair. Just so that our guests do not go wandering into places they should not be wandering into. And then I'll put something there. Oh, I need a something. Actually, no I don't. No I don't. So, up here is where we're going to have some... So we're going to do a little bit of chicanery. Have low walls of varying sizes. This is all going to make sense, I assure you. We need all the walls to be at least 1 meter high. And this one will be asymmetrical. And we bugger. That'll go there, and then I need another 2 meter on top. Yeah. Because that's how high the wall needs to be now. You know, I don't have a ton of commentary because, once again, dying. So I am incredibly congested, which is probably why my voice sounds a little less fun than I would like it to. I have to cough so badly, but I'm being very good about it and not doing it. Ooh, okay, so we're gonna have a tunnel here. You know, kind of dying, but it's fine. Have this tunnel go out, and once it does, it's going to reach a... Let me get the flat sound again. Ugh, I'm trying really hard not to cough all over the place. To varying levels of success, I'm sure you all can agree. Comment down below that I'm doing a good job by not dying. Do I want... It's just a little off. But I kind of like that. It gives a feeling. And so we're just going to put some stairs there. So now, you know, you've descended a little bit. And from here, we open up into the actual exhibit. Let me think. I'm going to keep the floor flat because I don't want us to get too close to them. Don't want to be on the ground level just yet. Now I want to be at the ground level. Should be here. Let me round out some of these edges. Because I want to. Actually, yeah, I think that's fine. And then, and then, get a little wall here, curve. Yeah, I think that's neat. That'll be a neat little... Sorry, I had to cough. I really tried not to, but I had to. There was no other way. Yeah, anyways. I think that'll be a neat little downstairs section. Just need to finish this part here. Yeah, okay. So this is kind of the outline. And then this section here I'm thinking will be an amenities area. Because one cannot have a fake temple without a gift shop. One cannot have a real temple without a gift shop. Always remember this. So this is one of the most important lessons that you will ever learn on this very educational channel, is that every temple worth anything has a gift shop. And if a temple does not have a gift shop, then what are you even worshipping? You must always remember that you are here to worship capitalism and to embrace it with all of your heart. For once you do that, you will, all of your dreams will come true, because capitalism is a great system with no problems whatsoever and has not led to any atrocities over the past however long. I once again have an issue. Those are clipping, but that's whatever. What can you do? That's what happens when everything is half a meter off. But you know what? It's fine. We want some natural light, I say, as I attempt to cope. You know, I could have swore there was a different stone. But I must be losing my mind, because I am definitely thinking of the wrong video game. Alright. Here's the thing with making everything out of stone. It all kind of looks the same. And that's kind of problematic when you're trying to make a thing that looks good. So, you may be asking yourself, what is the solution? I don't know. I have no solution. I'm out of ideas. I should quit and try again in 30 years. No, I can think of something. need to think of something to break up the stone. Foliage will be the answer. But I do not have the foliage yet. Let me just put a little window in here. On this side. And... yeah. Okay. So, it's the outline of the temple. The roof will have to be built. Many things will have to be built. Let me just do the outside first. Because we need to cover up our pitiful mistakes of assuming that all of this would go well. Alright, now here I need those stairs once more. Oh, the slope is too different. Bugger. Thank you, Prehistoric Planet, or Prehistoric Kingdom, for music. Okay, why are you off? It's really hard to commentate over this game, as I just end up vibing with the music too much. Like, I don't know, maybe I should pick a different line of work then. If I, you know, can't stop vibing to music. But I feel like these are videos that are, one, incredibly long. So they're the kind of thing that you put on in the background instead of... Or, I mean, I don't, like, you know, I would like these to be entertaining. You know, if you get some entertainment value out of hearing my voice, like, that makes me feel good. Despite the fact that I'm actively dying right now. But... yeah, no, I think I would like to die, for one, because I'm desperately trying not to, you know, cough all over the place. Well, no, I would like... I like making videos and everything. It brings me joy. As stupid as that, you know, may sound. But yeah, no, I like doing this. And That's why I want to keep doing it as, you know, best I can as long as I can. Did I put all this way too low? I definitely put all this way too low. Bugger. I remember, when I was a kid, long ago, I got in much trouble for cursing, as you know, as kids should be. Do not say bad words; they are not nice. I mean, I say bad words all the time now, but I remember as a kid, just like, I think I said, you know, bugger off or something, because you know, I was a you know, autistic kid who loved, you know, dinosaur YouTube and shit. And every single dinosaur content creator, especially at the time, was British. So, you know, picked up some words. And I got in a lot of trouble because my mother was like, don't say that. It's not nice. It's not nice to say that. Because it's like saying the F word. Yeah, I don't know, it's a weird memory I have, I guess. Okay. Outline is done. Outline has been done. You schmuck. Outline is not done. I can see the ground. Where I shouldn't be seeing the ground. Yeah, no, it's really, I don't know. I don't know why I brought that story up. I mean, I don't know. I swear like a damn sailor these days. I mean, I'd like to not, but at the same time, I don't really care. I'm at an age in my life where I kinda couldn't care less. Since, you know, I'm an adult and it doesn't really matter anymore. Which, you know, I try not to swear when I'm in, like, I guess, in situations where, you know, it's completely inappropriate. But still, like, it's just not that big a deal to me anymore. Alright, restaurant. And toilets, because of course, cannot exist without our toilets. Gonna get 2 of them. No, because that looks dumb. Huh. Why are you not going against the wall? It's so annoying. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that whole rant. But it's over now. Oh, nutrition stand. Oh, I have to press play. I might not have enough staff, actually. That's seeming like quite the possibility that I don't have staff. And if I don't have staff, let me just hire some people so I don't have to worry about it. PK is getting an update in like a month. The paleobotany update, which is going to introduce even more staff that I will not pay attention to. Not because I don't care to play the video game as it intends to be played, but because I do not care to play the video game as it intends to be played. I don't know, I don't care about the management aspect. Like, when I see people complaining about, like, alright, Jurassic World Evolution. Good example, I think. It is a game. Shocking, I know. It's a game that I really like. Let me be clear. I like Jurassic World Evolution. I like Jurassic World Evolution 2. This is not a channel that will slander the good name of Frontier Developments. However, as much as I love them, they are really annoying to get through, like, the campaign. Because there's such an emphasis on the, what would you call it? The managing. Which to me is just not fun. Like, I would like to be able to just boot up the game and hop into a sandbox. Because, like, Jurassic World Evolution 2, I preferred how they did their campaign because it was so much shorter. It was basically a tutorial. And then, you know, the chaos theory modes, you could unlock things, and, like, that's all well and good. But for me, I cannot stand the campaign for Jurassic World Evolution 1. Because it's so long and boring. Because it's just not something I think I can... I don't care. Like, it's, like... To me, like, I don't play these games for their story or for their management. Because, like, it's a park builder. Let me build a park. Like, I don't know. I don't think that it's a bad thing. That, like, you know, you have to, like, take care of stuff. Like, of course it's not a bad thing. It's cool, and it keeps the gameplay interesting for people who, you know, actually do like that kind of stuff. But for me, I just cannot stand it. I think it's boring as hell. Like, I think that it's just... I don't think it's fun. I think that it's just tedious. Which, like, if you like that, more power to you. Like, I don't think I can ever take that away from people. You know, love what you love. That is a thing that I will always preach on this channel. Is, you know, do what you wish. Like, it's not a problem. I just can't stand it. I think it's just a campaign is not what you play a park builder for. And Jurassic World Evolution 3 is going in the campaign direction. Like, I don't want to play a campaign to unlock the sandbox where I can do things that I actually want to do. Like, I don't know, that sounds like... I know that sounds bad. Like, why wouldn't you want more content in the game? It's because I don't care about content. I care about, like... I don't want to, like... I don't play these games to make content. I make content as an excuse to play these games. I also hate the term content creator, but... whatever. You know, I think that it's just really... really annoying that, everything's got to that point. Where it's like, oh, we need to maximize the amount of time that people play our video game, and it's like, I don't think that that's very productive. I don't know, like, I don't think it's a problem. I just don't think that it's what those kind of games and these kinds of games need. Because, you know, it's a dinosaur park builder. I'm not playing this for a campaign. Like, PK has a campaign. Like, a franchise mode and all that. I don't care. And I'm not gonna play it. Because those are not the kinds of... That's not what I signed up for. I signed up for a park builder. And by golly, I'm going to play the park builder. Because that is what I care about. And, you know, doing this little series here, I think has been pretty good for, Sargent nodes, Brachiosaurus. Yay! Stack objects. Alright, and then rotate you. Too far. Beautiful. It's a little too high. Oh, let me also deal with this. Just because these wood ones are very thick. A little too thick, if you ask me. Okay. Yeah, definitely too thick. Oh well, what can you do? Let me get my sort of gender-neutral bathroom sign. Like, I don't know. I think gender-neutral bathrooms are good. Yeah. Crazy hot take. No, I think that this push by kind of everyone, honestly, to, like, in recent times especially, to be so damn, like, I guess mean, but that's like, it's not a productive way to put it. What is a productive way to put it? The hell if I know. I just feel like, I don't know, people are way too, like, yeah. People have no empathy these days, and that's not a new take. That's not, you know, I'm not saying anything people don't already know. It just kind of sucks, and it's, like, really unfortunate. Because, I don't know, like, I work in a very, I'm a bouncer at a place that, like, you know, most people, actually, no, hold on, I'm gonna rave a little bit about the paleo community. The pipeline from Jurassic Park influencer, again, I hate the term influencer, but unfortunately that's what you would call it, to, like, piece of shit is ridiculous. And I'm not saying, like, it needs to be studied, but it needs to be studied. How the fuck are you part of a scientific community in any regard and have no fucking, like, no regard for, like, the actual science of, like, anything from trans people to gay people or And, like, no fucking regard. And, like, these people have no fucking shame. Like, I think Swerve, you know, very popular dinosaur guy. He put out, like, a thing during Pride Month because, you know. But instead, I think he captioned it. It was either Swerve or it was Clayton or one of these fucking people. Put out a post during Pride Month saying that Pride is one of the 7 deadly sins. Happy Jurassic June or whatever. And it's like, how are you going to be a piece of shit? Like, and like, this is not a political subject. It's not a political channel. But human beings are not fucking political, and their existence and their rights to exist are not political. Like, you can have all kinds of arguments and discussions and whatever the hell about who cares. But, like, in this space, like, this is a scientific community. And when you look at the facts, and you look at, like, you know, gay people and trans people and all these people have existed forever. Like, is that not a fascinating field of science to try and, like, look at or study or, I don't know, not be a piece of shit over? And, like, I don't know. I know I'm rambling and raving while playing fucking dinosaur game. But, like, no, that it's still crazy to me that, like, you know, people are just such dickheads in this community. I don't know, like, I just think it's really fucking stupid and, like, actually just fucked up beyond belief that people with a community of mostly, like, you know, me not so much, but, like, a large chunk of the audience that watches these videos, a good chunk are neurodivergent, a good chunk are queer, a good chunk are like, all kinds of things. I'm gonna sneeze. Apologies. But no, like, a huge, like, sect of this community, like, the paleo community at large, is queer in some form or another. And it's just, like, I'm not gonna, you know, I don't know. Like, this is not a topic that I'm the most qualified to talk about. Like, but, you know, it's just, we should be, as science communicators, because, like it or not, these fucking, like, when you're it doesn't matter if you're a fucking Jurassic Park channel or a, like, actual scientific channel, you are a science communicator. You have authority on what people see as science. And if you're going to be a dick about it, like, if you're a total asshole who, you know, helps teach intolerance and things that are blatantly unscientific. Like, homophobia is blatantly unscientific. Transphobia is blatantly unscientific. Like, you're just, like, it's irresponsible. It's an irresponsible abuse of power. And, you know, if anyone in the comments disagrees, feel free to leave a comment and I will gladly argue with you about that. Accidentally turned caps lock on. Whoops. Just getting very, I don't know, it's just, it infuriates me to no end how little, you know, people within, I don't want to say my community. It's not my community because I'm nobody on this platform. This platform of YouTube and everything. I'm literally like, I have less than 1,000 subscribers. Who the fuck cares? Like, I'm very much a nobody knows I exist kind of channel. And that's fine. I don't need, I don't do this because of the numbers and everything. I would like to get paid at some point. As mentioned in my Jurassic World Rebirth video. Like, I'd like to turn this into a career at some point. But I don't care. Like, I'm making these videos because I enjoy them. I'm not making them for anyone more than myself. Which is, I think what you should be doing if you're making YouTube videos. At least, at the start. At a certain point it becomes a job, and then, you gotta pay your rent. And that's fine, Whoops. Accidentally went too far. But no, I play Prehistoric Kingdom, which is fairly niche. I've been keeping up with Jurassic World Evolution's news. But I'm not a Jurassic World Evolution channel. Because I would like to do the things that I like doing and that make me feel fulfilled when I make them. And Jurassic World Evolution kind of stopped doing that for me for a little bit. I intend on going back to it at some point. Just now's not that time. Like we had a good run, but just not right for each other, I guess. At least not right now. That's fine, saying it like it's a ex-girlfriend or something, but no, like I just wasn't feeling satisfied with playing Jurassic World Evolution, and so we had to go our separate ways. And that is life. Womp womp. Cry me a damn river. I do want this part to be a little exposed. So here... I do want this part to be roofed, though. We're gonna do that. What was I saying? Oh yeah. No, the fucking pipeline between Jurassic World channel and Hateful Bigot. It started with Terradome 30K or something, I think is their username. That's where I first noticed it. And that's where, that's why I definitely don't watch their videos. I actively avoid it if possible. Because, like, I'm not gonna support someone who, posts that, I wanted to make a whole video on it at the time, but it was sometime, I think it was not last year, it was 2 years ago, on Twitter posted it was either like Pride Month is cancelled, Happy Jurassic June, or Pride is a sin, Happy Jurassic June, or something like that. And it's just so stupid. Like, I don't know, it just pisses me off to no end. The ignorance of people. The willingness to be ignorant. Like, I don't know, I don't get why, I don't see the appeal. Because, like, I am no saint. I have said many things when I was in you know, high school that I'm very much not proud of. But, like, when you have a platform and you're, like, pushing 30, you should be a little more responsible with what you're saying. Because if you're not, you're just an asshole, in my eyes. And, you know, if these guys just happen to be total assholes, like, let me think of let me just out some fucking community, I don't even want to call them community members, bigots in the space. Altori is one of them. Clayton is one of them. Let's see. Terradome. I think... Let me think of everyone. You know, like I know these people. But I obviously don't. None of these people know I exist either. And I think Swerve posted something on Twitter. And I'll have to go, like, double check it at some point. Assuming this part of the video is even in the video, and I, you know, feel like editing. Honestly, I don't know if I'll keep this in, because it's kind of just mean. I don't know, I don't like being negative. I mean, I like complaining about things, but, like, I don't know. I don't think being negative is the most productive thing. Why is this saying that? What is this? Inaccessible to guests? What? What do you mean it's inaccessible to guests? Oh, it needs a path, doesn't it? No, wait, hold on. Ah. I see the problem. Oh, sorry, excuse me. I see. God damn it. Okay. Okay. I don't know. Don't take this the wrong way. If you like a certain creator, that's fine. Whatever. Like who you like. But I don't know. I think that it's just really strange how many people within... I'm dying. How many people within this space are willing to be such assholes? For lack of a better term. And, like, I'll never understand the religious angle. I'll never understand religious justification for being a dick. Because, hey, you know who did go to Sunday school? Me. You know, I grew up in, you know, surrounded by religion. I lived in Kentucky for a portion of my life, so I know about it. Like, I'm not dim. Like, I understand, you know, I've read the entirety of the fucking Bible. Like, so I just don't get why people would just be such total assholes about it. Alas, here we are, putting curves on the roof, making a strange shape out of it. I'm dying. It's the ghost of, not the ghost, it's the spirit of Alturi and Clayton and all them coming to kill me because I dared say nice things about gay people. No, I mean, I was going to study paleontology for a long time. I thought that's what I wanted to do. But instead I went and studied film because I just fell in love with, I guess just fell in love with it. And the thing about it is, if you're an artistic person, you know, that, like, you know, a good chunk of the artistic community is, you know, obvious. Like, you know, like, I don't think that that I need to be the one that tells you this. And if I am, surprise. But, like, it's just, I don't know. Like, obviously, like, I don't know. I'm not a science communicator. Like, I'm a science communicator, but I am not a scientist. I have no credentials as a scientist. I just read and I share. And that's all I do. Like, when it comes to science. Something new comes out, like, whether it's a paper or anything, like the new one that was, like, the latest one that I read was, well, I couldn't read it because my institution doesn't have access to it, but a new paper discussing the evolution of flight in theropods. Or not exactly flight, but it's a re-examination of the bones in theropods, because if you go to the Skeleton Crew channel, Dr. James Napoli was one of the authors on the paper. You know, he goes into detail about it there. I don't fully understand it because, again, I'm not a scientist. I'm just an asshole on the internet. But yeah, no, like, it's interesting stuff, and it is worth learning about. Excuse me. Sorry. But yeah, like, I'm by no means an authority on science. I don't claim to be. Like, I'll dress up for my silly documentary for school. But I'm not, like, you know, I have no authority on this. Like, I know more than your average person about dinosaurs. Like, I can name hundreds of them. And I can have a decent amount of facts on them. But, like, I'm not a paleontologist. I decided to go to art school instead, like a chump. But, like, I don't think that you need to be a scientist to know not to be a total douche. Oh well, what can you do? Like, I don't know. I don't think... Here's the thing. I don't know any of these people. I'm sure they're, like, perfectly tolerable in reality. But the fact that they can be just, like, so hateful and claim to, like, care about science, like, it infuriates me when people try and justify, you know, homophobia or transphobia with what they like to call it facts and logic, because they're idiots. But it's not. It's not facts, it's not logic, it's just hate. And I think that that's detrimental to society as a whole. Just being hateful, it does nothing for nobody. It just makes everything so much worse. Because, like, how could it possibly make things better to be just a total dick. Like, I cannot think of a reality, like, Francis Ford Coppola did a lecture recently, and it was about his new hit film that has no controversy whatsoever, Megalopolis. And in that lecture, he talks about how the only way that humanity has survived, or could have survived as long as it has, was by being kind to one another and friendliness. We're a very slow-growing species. Like, it takes years for us to reach a form of maturity that, like, giraffes come out of the womb, or come out of their... Yeah, they come out of the womb running. Humans come out of the womb barely able to breathe. Like, we need each other. We need kindness to one another in order to, thrive as a species. And so just, I don't know, being a hateful person and, like, having these opinions that are just mean, whatever. The world is a cruel place. What can you do? But it's like, you should just always strive to be kind to one another. You don't have to be a dick all the time. That's a tall order coming from, Like, I don't know. It's just, I don't think that it needs to be. I don't know. I'm rambling, and I know I am. I just don't think that the concept of being kind to one another and being, polite or being good to one another, like, why is cruelty our solution to life's problems? When we should be, trying to be as good as we can and, put our feet forward and try to help the world as best we can. Because we cannot help the world if we are just continuously mean to one another. And we just choose to be mean all the time. This is not good. It's not healthy. Those are triceratops. Stupid. What are you? Ooh, cracks. I love crack. My name is Ronald Reagan. Decal of damaged concrete. That is absolutely massive because I am annoying and I didn't think this through. I really didn't think this through. Well, this is gonna be... There we go. Just throw some crack in there. just damage the concrete. Just, make everything a little bit messy. Not too messy. Let's not be rash. Is this a spider web or is this... No, it's more crack. Whoops, more crack. What I thought. Man, this is going to be a long video. Long ass video. And there's no dinosaur yet. You gotta wait. Eat your greens, listen to me raving like the crazy hipster that I am. And then you get you get your treat. Your Dinosauria treat. Oh, speaking of, Dinosauria Season 2 is coming out. Love Dinosauria. We love Dead Sound. You know, it's cool. Terrible Lizards was a very good short. It's very inspirational. You know, as a filmmaker myself, it's just very... Watching all of Dead Sound's, you know, from Dinosauria to Sauria to even some of his other projects that weren't dinosaur related. He's just very inspiring filmmaker. And, you know, it's really cool to see how they bring the world to life. And I think that's, you know, I think that's partially why I, you know, started wanting to get back into the YouTube game after being gone for like a little while, because school was just like watching between like I would like to make short films on this channel. I would like to do animation stuff because I'm learning to do it, so I'd like to do it. You know, I'd like to do something besides just wasting my time playing video games and do something that I would argue is actually productive. And, like, you know, making something, not, you know, making Dinosauria. I do not have the skill for that. But, like, something akin to that, where it's still... Apologies. Once again, I am dying. Where it inspires those feelings in, you know, in people. I think that that's really... It's really cool. It's really admirable that that all that is achievable. This is a crazy long build. I think this is the longest that I've ever sat down and made something in this game. Okay, let me get some more crack. That is the wrong crack. Get another sauropod cave painting. Never mind. I don't really want to deal with the scaling again. You know what I will do? Here's what I'll do. Let me get a Brachiosaurus. Turn random scale off. Brachiosaurus silhouette, and then I need the human silhouette. There we go, we get a little size chart. And then let me get a redwood. Just so that it looks even more impressive. Alright, let me make the redwood like I guess a darker green. Darker green. Make the Brachiosaurus. The Brachiosaurus can stay white. And the human, I'll make it black. Or that might be a bit hard to see. It definitely is. Alright, I'll make the human like a brown. Or just, you know, just fucking blue. Blue. Make the brachy like an orange. Like that. I think that's good. Oh, I should put a T-Rex next to it for fun. Because I think T-Rex is always fun to scale things. And the scale's off. Never mind. Yeah, scale's off again. Oh well. Well, yeah. There we go. This is, I think, a pretty good start. And so, I'm going to... I think I'm going to leave it off here. Because this has been such a massive project. That, like, I'm happy with it. Excuse me. I'm happy with it. But I will continue to work on it. So with that, thank you all so much for joining in this episode, and I will see you all in the next video. I just punched my microphone. I will see you all in the next video.